You don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with his back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks, it's Burden. Touchdown USC! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Looking for his man. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Badgers have moved it inside the 20. This quarterback part of their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Badgers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is ball go? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Burden. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
At the 39. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the air, it's Jordan. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback gets enough. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Flushed out of the pocket. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on the extra point.
USC 14, Wisconsin 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going up top on first down. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Jordan. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, USC.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. DB's right up on the receivers. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The throw. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The 18 unit on the field.
Extra point.
Right down the boulevard. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see him. He's going to fire deep. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Gets it, and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Moves away as he feels pressure. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
Picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Jordan. This time he's got him. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
USC 21, Wisconsin 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
This one away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Man, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, that's when the defense would like to have back. They would have wished the quarterback pitched that football, but instead, they took the wrong guy away and made it an easy decision for the QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive...
He's going for the big play. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, USC! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. last play of the quarter. On the option. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
With the score, USC 35, Wisconsin 14.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying to find his man on first down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws. And
catch inside the 25. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badgers! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've...
The ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Moss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll get rid of it. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The option look. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snatches it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding.
Time to take a shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He might have stepped out of the back of the end zone. He did. Just lost track of where he was, and it'll be a safety. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.